Yo, 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 what's good? Alright, before I start, I have to take a second, Jesus, to show off this sword. So one of my friends got me this. Hold on, it's gonna be fucking crazy in the thumbnail. It's gonna be hard to get this shit out. So I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan. Okay, and this shit is fucking fire, dude. This is Aragon's sword from the movie. Alright, this thing is sick, dude. So you can see the little, it's got the inscriptions on the bottom. It's got it alongside the blade too. But this is the best gift I've received. So it's fucking awesome. You know what? I might be able to have it in a shot. Nah, it's not a bad idea. I'm not trying to stab myself. Alright, today's topic, Jitzu. So I started a few months ago. Um, I don't know the exact date. It doesn't really matter. But basically, I just wanted to learn like how to fight. You know what I mean? How to like, if I were to get into a self-defense situation and I don't have my fucking sword on me, but I always keep that thing on me. But if I didn't have it on me, then what would I do in this hypothetical situation? Um, so basically, that's been going pretty well. Um, I feel, besides feeling more confident from kind of, knowing how to fight a little bit, you feel more flexible when you start to do it consistently. Um, because beforehand, honestly, the only thing I really did was lift weights. Like, I always skip cardio, not intentionally. There was a phase where I wanted to do it more often. I might start doing it again, but jujitsu counts as cardio because you're wrestling, you're fighting people, right? So I feel like I can get out of it that way. But so yeah, just lifting weights, you're not really flexible. If anything, it's quite the opposite. So like when I first started, I would have difficulty just like moving. You know what I mean? Like getting people into certain submissions, like Kimuras and shit. But if you go consistently, you just naturally become more flexible, which honestly, that's been a really big benefit. Like I've just noticed that I move a lot more freely. I don't know. That's something that's like not a lot of people I feel talk about that benefit. Another thing is I feel a lot more confident than I did before. Not not like you can mess somebody up, but you just feel like you kind of fight a few times per week. Anytime you roll with somebody, like, and before then, you like, at least me, I never really got into fights a lot, so it's just like you have no idea what you're doing. Like it's kind of you're just making shit up as you go. But when you do it consistently, you're like, okay, if this were to happen, then I would do this, and then I would do this, and I would do this, and you have a general idea of what to do in that hypothetical situation, of course. Um, so yeah, you just feel more confident. It's just that's one of the biggest benefits from it. Uh, and honestly, my favorite one has been the community so far. I've just met so many awesome people through jujitsu, like so many cool dudes. Basically, like they're just bros. They just show up for the same reason you do. They're there to, learn. They're there to get better at, grappling and all that. And it's cool just to have a bunch of like-minded people who are, I don't know, they're really hard workers. Obviously, it's a tough sport. And it's just cool to have that community. You know what I mean? Um, and for me, it's just another way to improve myself. I personally love self improvement. I love going to the gym. I love seeing myself get better, get stronger, and it's just you can kind of see your progress. Like I don't know if you roll with somebody your first time, they like absolutely kick your ass most of the time, right? Sometimes you get lucky, whatever. Um, and then as you start to go more and you start to roll and you start to do it consistently, you start to like I don't know, when you roll against them again, you might know their moves, you might know what's going on a little bit more, you might last a little bit longer, you might even get a tap, which is just like so much fun. I don't know. There's no other, there's no better feeling than, I don't want to say like it's not revenge, right? It's not like you hate this person, but there's no better feeling than beating somebody that beat you previously, and you're like, let's go. You know what I mean? It's just really awesome. But it's also, it's not beating. You're just like, um, I mean, yeah, you win, but it's not like a competition thing. It's like you're both there to improve yourself, and you just got the best of them. But yeah, and then let's see. At least tips from me. So I'm a beginner for sure. I started probably 3 months ago. I'd say maybe 4 months ago. I don't know. Um, but the biggest thing for me has just been showing up consistently. Because some weeks I'll be busy with work, and then I'll have the excuse, be like, but you could still make time. Like if you really want to show up, you can. Um, so for me, I just set myself to 3 times per week minimum that I show up. So it could be Monday, Tuesday, when it could be any day that I have time. Um, but just 3 times per week, no matter what. And then if I have more time, you know, I can go 4 times, five. It doesn't matter, but at least 3 times. That way, I still feel like I'm learning every week, and I'm not, slacking off too much. Because there were weeks where I just didn't show up at all, and then the next time I showed up, you know, people knew shit that I didn't know, and I was like, oh, okay, I should probably not do that anymore. But, and then frustration when it comes to, you know, learning all this stuff for the first time. It's just inevitable. You're gonna feel like everybody knows stuff that you don't, unless you're with a bunch of white belts. But you just have to realize like everybody starts somewhere. You know what I mean? Like even the higher ranking belts were like at your point at some time. So you just have to not get overly frustrated with if it takes you a little bit longer to learn shit, and just trust the process. Don't because what's the alternative? You quit. There is no alternative. So just accept the frustration, deal with it. Don't take it out on anybody else. Just be chill. You know what I mean? And then so I'm gonna talk about my favorite technique in jujitsu. Just using strength to get out of everything. It's definitely not the best technique. However, it is the funniest technique, and I will continue to do so. I am learning like how to be technical, but I just think it's so much funnier just to use raw strength, even though it's not efficient at all. And eventually, you will meet somebody that is stronger than you and has better technique, and they'll fuck you up. So the goal is to get as strong as possible. That way, there's nobody stronger than you in your weight class. So big W there. I'm gonna just continue to lift and lift heavy ass weight until I reach my final form, which I don't even know if that's a thing, basically. But yeah, just get as strong as possible. That way, nobody can tap. Well, see, nobody can tap you if you're smart with your strength. Like if somebody tries to fucking bend your arms, you just bend it back. You know what I mean? Like it's simple. So basically, just lift weights more than your competition lifts weights. Not your competition. You're like the people that also go to your gym. If that makes any sense. That's just my strategy, and obviously I want to get better at weightlifting anyway. Um, and it's just funny. Um, and basically I want to go on a tangent here about okay. So we can all agree that Batman is the coolest superhero. Not because he has powers. Powers are cringe. Uh, he just knows martial arts. He can fuck your shit up. Like, and that is just the coolest thing ever. Like, nobody can beat that. Like, so what? You can run super fast. Okay. 1, 2, 3 combo. Boom, done. Um, so basically, Batman definitely knows jujitsu. Okay, and by proxy, if you know jujitsu, then technically you are Batman. Basically, is what I'm trying to get at. But he's definitely the coolest superhero because he knows martial arts. And my goal is to learn, you know, grappling, which is going to be jujitsu for me, and then striking, which I think I'm gonna do either boxing or Muay Thai, just because it would be, I don't know, those are kind of like the two that appeal to me. But if you know that, then yeah, you're set. Like I don't know, you feel confident just to go anywhere and do anything. And I'm not, you know, obviously don't get into fights and all that stuff. But like if you have to, then you're good. Um, but also yeah, people have guns, you know, so don't be fucking. You cannot beat a gun with jujitsu. Um, yeah, it's just not gonna happen. Unless yeah, no, just don't do that. But another thing that I was interested in. By the way, this is sick. I don't know why m- more people don't know about this. I was like scrolling through my feed and I saw uh, people in fully kitted knight armor. So it'd just be like not just the helmet. They had fucking chainmail, whatever, fully head to toe, dripped out, and they had blunt weapons, and they were like hitting each other with it. Personally, I think that's fun, and I'm gonna look into doing that and see if I can get some of my friends to do that too. Because you can do like 3 versus 3 or 4 versus 4. Like they have fucking game modes set in that. So I just think that would be sick. And you know, I don't think jujitsu is gonna apply to that, but it'd be very fun just to get into it anyway. But yeah. So basically, what I'm trying to say is join jujitsu, lift weights, and also you know just do that consistently for a while. So much you'll have so many benefits. Whatever. Look into it.